Yo, what's up, guys? Harmonic dictation. No, I'm kidding. So you were asking about upper structures, and in continuation to our discussion about triads. So basically, I just wanted to show you. It's a little bit easier to see it on the keyboard. So okay, so just really quickly. So basically, when we have a triad, right, we have like C major, right, C, E, G. Then we can add the 7, that's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This is the 1, this is the root, this is the 3rd, this is the 5th, and it's all related to the tonic, which is the root again, home base. And then the 7th, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? This is the 7th. So basically, when we're doing upper structures, we're just going to the next extension, which is another 3rd above. So we have 1, 3, 5, 7, and then 9. I'm sorry, this keyboard you can only play 4 notes. So basically this is C major, and then the next note that we need to add is going to be skipping 1 note and the 9, right, which is a 3rd above the 7th. And that's, if we just look at these notes, so we're getting the chord E minor 7. The same thing we can do again, so 1, 3, 5, 7, again skipping 9, and then skipping, and then we're going to the F sharp, and then we're basically getting this chord, which is G major 7, right? So basically for C major 7 chord, the first basically, like, you know, layer of tension, so we can think about E minor 7 when we're playing. This is very uncomfortable, but I hope it's clear. So we can think about E minor 7 when we're playing and improvising. So, and then the next like step above that would be thinking about G major 7, literally playing G major 7 lines, right, over C major, right? We get more tension, so we'll get not only the 9, but we'll get also the sharp 4, right? So, and then the next one, we can do this one, right? Again, the same thing. I'm just doing 3rds after the F sharp, going to A. So again, you see it's all tension. We don't have a lot of the root. We have this major 7, the 9, the sharp 4, and the 6, which is super cool. Again, with this keyboard, you can't play everything together, but that's fine. So we have C major is the chord we're dealing with. We have E minor 7, which is the first kind of upper structure in the sense of we can play E minor 7 on top of C and it will sound killing. And then we can play G major 7 as well, which will have more tension. And then we can also play B minor 7, right? So this is like the way a lot of piano players and hopefully guitar players as well, we think when we're improvising and soloing and also comping. So you can use that systematic idea and be like, okay, let me practice a song and I'm just gonna, you know, play lines using the first layer of upper structure, right? So I can be like, okay, if we have a 2-5, sorry, not sorry, okay? So if we have C minor, right? Wow, this is not exactly in tune. Not exactly not, just a bit different. So, you know, this shape on the guitar, right? This is like a regular like C9, right? C minor 9 chord, and if you think about it, the note, it's basically the same thing as E flat. Sorry, I ate this weird omelet. I made like omelet with chickpeas and tomato. Not sure what I think about it. Okay, so basically, if we think about this voicing that we use all the time, this is basically E flat major 7, right? This is literally E flat major 7, and again, we get accustomed to the sound, and we are, you know, we're totally within this style, and we say, oh, I hear this, I basically imagine this note. But you know, this, if you just think about this chord, this is just E flat major 7. So the same thing, we can do that, and then when we have an F7, which is of course Jazz 101, you know, we'll do this voicing, and this is, right, this is basically F7, 9, and the shape is, if you think about it, right, this shape is just basically a half diminished. So it's the same process we can do. I showed you a minor thing, but the same thing, we can say, okay, let's take, you know, we said F, so F7. I'll do it with C, because just so it's easier for everybody, and you can follow me easily, hopefully. So if we have C7, the same thing, the first upper structure will be that, and the chord is half diminished, right? So it's E half diminished. The same way when I played C minor to F7, so if I have an F7, the first upper structure is this one, in the sense of I can play an A half diminished and I will get the 9 automatically. And that's what a lot of people do, comping and soloing. And then of course we can go further for the next step in the sense of the upper structure, right? So if we have F7 and A half, so the next thing would be this, right? Is it? So basically this chord, you know, C minor major, is like the sound that we can use over that, and that's also can be connected to you know, scales, and you know, if we think about certain I don't want to go right now into this whole modes conversation, but that's also of course connected. So we can take these chords and scales and combine all these elements. Nevertheless, the basic idea is just playing another third above and thinking about the next chord when you have the real chord. So when you have a C major 7, right, when you have sound, when you have a C major 7 chord, you can just play E minor, right, or G major 7, or B minor. And again, of course, some voicing will sound better, some not as good, and it depends on a lot of variables, right? Are you playing solo? Are you playing with a band? Are you playing for a singer? Does she know the tune well? Is it very clear? You know, all these questions. So it's, again, all about tension, release, and finding some balance, but this is the kind of like basic idea of you know, upper structures, again, in the sense of understanding how the chords 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, sharp 9, sorry, sharp 4, I said sharp 4, okay, I said sharp 4. So again, it's a stack of thirds, and we can think about these chords, and it's cool. I hope this helps. I have a gig that I have to run to. I'm playing a solo gig tonight, which is cool. It's hard to play solo, and it's gonna be like, I think now I'm gonna do that. This guy hit me up for this thing to do it like every week. It's at this place called Bar 54. It's like on the 54th floor. Just really nice view. This like bar thing. It's really cool. See what's the vibe. Wish me luck. Yeah, I don't know, solo is always hard, but I'll try to explore. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks again. I'll respond to all the other questions and stuff that you asked. You asked a lot of good questions. And thanks again for hanging. I hope this helps. And yeah, please subscribe. Please comment. Please, please. Alright, bye.